I'm not very good at the ukulele yet, but I'm really good at gravel art. So come on, let's go inside. The first thing I like to do is go to my sketchbook and see what ideas pop out at me. I have way too many sketches. I'm gonna do these. Now that I picked out my sketch, I'm gonna play around with it on the computer to see what colors I want to use. I definitely like turquoise, and green is always good. The cool part is I can make a mistake and it'll be really easy to fix. Once I get all my colors in there, I can print it out and I'll be ready to go. Now that I printed out my computer sketch, I could get started on the gravel art. I'm going to focus on this guitar first. The next thing I'm going to do is glue this burlap to this piece of wood so I could create the background. I have to put glue all over this wood. It's just white glue. Get a nice good bond between the two. I need a lot of glue. I think that's enough glue. Now I got to smear it around with this brush. Once I have the glue all smeared all over here, I'm ready to put down the burlap. I could take away the pan that has the wax paper on it. I still want to use a baking pan because it keeps the gravel all in one place. I'm going to use this disappearing ink pen to trace out my design. In a couple of days, the ink won't show anymore. When I found this pen at the craft shop, I was really happy because now I figured out a way to get my designs on here without making too much of a mess. If I do really bad, I could just leave it for a few days and start from the beginning. I'm done with my drawing, so I don't need my disappearing ink pen anymore. And I don't need my drawing anymore. I need my craft cord, my scissors, and my glue, and I'm ready to outline this with the cord. Now that the glue is down, I can lay my cord over my glue line. I get this cord in the embroidery section of the craft store. I was really happy to find it because shoelaces were way too big. I used the skewer to get the cord nice and straight. Keeps the glue off my hand. I fell in love with gravel art when I found a vintage gravel art kit at a garage sale. I really liked the idea of it, but I didn't love the design, so I decided to make my own. I'm actually from New York. Now I live in Las Vegas. I like it a lot better because I didn't have a pool in New York. I barely had an apartment. I want to make sure that I don't have any gaps, or when I glue in my gravel later, I'll have problems. Big problems. No gaps, no gaps, no gaps. Now that my cord is nice and dry, I'm ready to fill it in with gravel. It's actually recycled glass. I'm going to start with the orange. Fill in all the areas with glue that are going to have orange in them. I use my stick to spread out the glue. The string keeps the glue from spreading out into the other areas. I need to make sure the glue goes all the way to the edges so that I don't have any gaps in my gravel. These little sections will be orange too. For the gravel, I don't have to be as careful with this as I am when I'm putting the glue in. Actually, the more the better. Pat it down and make sure the gravel gets in there good. I'm ready to dump off my gravel. Cool. Now I can move on to turquoise. Once this is dry, I'll dump it off just like I did the orange. I'm gonna put on the green. I don't mind getting my hands a little dirty because for so many years now, I've been a web designer and everything I did was on the computer. And I got tired of making things that I couldn't really touch. And that's why I love these gravel art so much. Cool. I love these colors together, but one more color to go. I'm putting down the glue so I can put down my brown. Wow, this looks really cool. I love all of these colors together. I still have this area left, but I think I'm going to put in some paint instead of gravel. It'll add some more dimension to the piece. I'm just going to use a little black acrylic paint. This is going to make it look more 3D. Plus it's easier than trying to get gravel into that tiny area. It's all finished now and I made it a frame. I think it looks really cool and retro.